when we are recovering from trauma, especially when it comes to things like narcissistic abuse, we cannot know our up from our down, and finding our horizon line to balance out can be an omission of itself of how to navigate through life. In aviation terms, this is known as spatial disorientation. Not knowing our up from our down, not being able to trust our senses, and almost going against our gut of what we know is the right way up. So let's do an EFT tapping on finding our horizon. So taking full responsibility for your own well-being and repeating after me. Let's go with that flow and let's begin to tap. Even though I'm recovering from trauma, and this trauma has left me at times bereft of my senses, where I don't know what's up and I don't know what's down. And I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Even though in the explosion of recovering from trauma, my senses are left bewildered. And I'm not sure if I can trust myself, because I might have been in explosive environments where I had to do the opposite of what I felt was right. And I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Even though I'm trying to find my horizon, but I don't know what's up and I don't know what's down. As I learn to trust myself and as I learn to balance out, and I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. I'm finding my horizon. I'm trying to find myself, because myself has definitely been left bewildered, being bereft of its senses, and it's very hard to trust myself. Hard to know if I'll go into safe environments, or if these environments will lead me into more danger, which might lead me to isolate myself. As I learn to trust myself and try to find my horizon. And it feels like the ground is above me and the sky is below. And everything that I've been led to believe by traffic controllers who are very controlling within my life have led me to believe in disbelieving statements of myself that have turned my world upside down. And I've learned not to trust myself, because in doing so, I might fly away and find other horizons outside of the view of the traffic controller, controlling who I speak to, controlling my way of thinking, controlling my freedom in life, checking in on me, doubting who I've been speaking to, and severely instilling doubting beliefs within myself, to the point where I don't know what's up and I don't know what's down. I can't even trust my own perceptions, because those perceptions were when I tried to do what I felt was right for myself. I had a busy traffic controller who commanded that what was right for myself was not right for themselves. And I got a lot of pain for that. So I learned not to trust myself. Because every time I did something that felt right, it made me feel like a human being. I was degraded, devalued, until I learnt never to feel right again, and not know my right way up, and not know who to trust, and to learn not to trust my own navigation through life. And even though it was right for them, it sure as heck didn't feel right for me. As I crash and burn, as I followed their advice, their flight instructions, their ever-changing flight instructions, and it got me nowhere in life, except in a holding pattern, never to escape, always to be monitored, always to be controlled. And in this recovery, in finding my horizon, I might be trying to find myself and what's right for me, and feel right within feeling right, and know that I have the capability and the right to be at my own controls of life, without having someone hovering above me, or hoovering me back in every time I got a sense of self that I felt was right for my own navigation through life. And I might have started to break free from some holding patterns, some devaluing holding patterns, some shameful holding patterns, some feeling guilty holding patterns. But these patterns, even though I've left that flight space to find my emotional freedom, these patterns of behavior may be carrying with me. I might need to let some of it go so I can travel more lightly through life. There's some emotional baggage that I don't need to carry, that unfortunately I do need to unpack, so I can feel a little bit more lighter within myself, and not so weighed down by these controlling behaviors that become automatic every time I try to have something that's right for me in life. I'm finding my right way up. I'm finding my horizon line. That line of balance between what I know is up, between what I know is down. As I learn to know myself, as I learn to trust my own perceptions of things, as I learn to separate what other people want for me and what I know was to be, and that holding pattern that I was through, going round and round. I know of my own experiences, and I'm freeing myself of them without the consent of others. I don't need that control within my life. I'm trusting my own perceptions. I know that my navigation system's got a whack. And my senses were reeling, and from going round and round, I started to trust within myself and started to pull up, started to level out that horizon line, that balancing point, that glass half full, glass half empty, my substance and worth and the space to take on new things in life, and the space to go where I want, and the confidence and ability to put down the navigation book of a traffic controller that didn't know where they were going, and starting to trust in myself, starting to listen to those inner critics that were trying to keep me safe, and sitting them down on a couch, perhaps even a travel lounge. All that anger, all that guilt, all that shame and blame on one big happy couch. And I'm going to pull up a chair right in front of them. I'm going to have a chat. I'm going to say to all these controlling emotions that have really weighed me down in life, that I've had to carry through, I'm going to look at them all on the couch. And I'm going to say thank you. Thank you for keeping me safe. I didn't appreciate all the emotions that it gave me, but you were doing your best in your own little special ways to keep me alive and well, to keep me in balance from a very unbalanced person that I had to experience. And I don't want to fight these emotions anymore, because the more that I push something, the more that it offers resistance. The more that I get angry at anger, the more angry it gets. The more shame that I feel at shame, the more shame it feels. And definitely the more blame that I blame myself, the more blamed I feel. And to keep my balance, to keep my sanity, and to keep my horizon on this happy little couch, I'm going to say that I start to accept you. In the same way that I accept noise. I'm aware of its presence. It gets overwhelming at times, but I'm going to start to turn down the volume. You'll always be a part of me. I just don't need you to overwhelm me and make me lose track of my horizon line, of my own physical and mental balance. Thank you for keeping me safe. And I'm starting to feel safe within myself. And your service is no longer needed. So take a break. And start to give me a break. As I start to turn down the intensity, start to reduce and regulate, and so start to recover my horizon line. I'm finding my balance. I'm accepting all parts of myself and knowing all of my emotions are valid. And I give myself the validity and the love and the acceptance that it truly deserves in mind, body, and spirit. And taking a full breath in and out. So yes, finding your horizon line, finding your balance. When your whole world is being turned upside down, there's going to be a balancing point, a reorientation towards finding yourself and recovering yourself, and also starting to downregulate some very extreme stressful responses from dealing with an extremely dysregulated person. And we can't be responsible for other people's behaviors, and we can't be truly accepting of the behaviors that we had to survive from, but we can take control of our own lives and direct it towards new horizons. So I'm Dion from Eflowtion Support Services. I offer EFT tapping one-on-one online, so check out eflowtionsupportservices.com. And until then, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.